Hey there, it's Jackie from Jet Setting with Jackie. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. As you can tell from the title, this week's video will be a come along with me to Sandals Montego Bay. At the end of the video, I will give you guys an overview of what my experience was like. I'll talk a little bit about my likes, my dislikes, and what I think could be done better. Of course, we all know Sandals is one of those top resorts that most people would love to experience. I know for me, I've always looked at Sandals resorts. I'm big on traveling, so Sandals was always one of those top places that I wanted to visit. Once I had the opportunity, I think my expectations were pretty high for Sandals, which I believe they should be, and I was a little bit disappointed. But before I get that far, if Sandals Montego Bay is on your list of places that you would like to visit, let's look at what my experience was like, and then I'll give you the full overview at the end of the video.
Welcome to Sandals Montego Bay Concierge Department.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to Club Sandals. You may have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, man, just make yourselves at home anyway.
Thank you.
So I should let you know you are here in the comfort of the Club Sandals Lounge. We do serve our signature cocktail, the Caribbean Delight. And of course we have our, we call it the Jamaican Sorrel Royale. Of course, that's a champagne-based drink. Which would you love to try?
I want to try what you just said.
The Royale? Perfect.
Oh, here comes our drink. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Cheers. What are we cheersing to? A great weekend.
No stress.
No work.
I don't know about
Barely any work.
that. We'll try. Barely.
I was just about to say that.
Soothing. Enjoy Steakhouse. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
It's booking for Butch's as a steakhouse. You can't get in. That's me.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you.
Just chasing down a new buzz. Girl, you treat me like a drink. Kinda mean when you don't wanna think. First you wanna
We could do this one.
You play chess?
Well, I don't know how to play. Do you know how to play? Oh. Maybe we should learn.
Checkers.
I know how to play checkers. Well, let's play checkers then. We didn't talk about rules. Double, triple, anything goes.
Everybody.
Okay. All right. Anything goes. I'm not even sure why I told him that, because he just took it and ran with it. He didn't even give me a chance to really even win. You're not funny. After I got my butt kicked in checkers, it was time to finally figure out where we were going to park this car. So I'm waiting for check-in to be done. Our room's not ready. It's after 3, but it's all good. We haven't really gotten to check out the place much yet. This whole parking thing seems to be an issue. No one knows exactly where we're supposed to be going to park. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. I'm starving. Finally, at around 3:15, our butler took us to get some lunch. We ended up at the Mariner Seaside Bar and Grill. It's one of those places on the resort where you can grab something quick and simple to eat to hold you over for your next meal. Something to keep in mind is that the resort is right by the airport, so every time a flight takes off, it flies right over the resort.
Nuestro amor es divino y Dios es nuestro testigo.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the quesadilla. Either that or the chicken burger. I kind of am interested in this plant burger too. Is that a pizza? That looks pretty good. The food at the Mariner wasn't bad, but I can't say the same for this Bob Marley. After lunch, our room was finally ready, and here it is. So this is a tour of the beachfront one-bedroom butler suite with tranquility soak-in tub. I have to hurry up and try to do this room tour because our bags are coming in. The bathroom was pretty spacious and we always had ample towels and rags.
Take back my heart. Me amor. Me amor. You're gonna take back my heart. Me amor.
The bathroom also came with Red Lane products, which is similar to the name of their spa.
That's the reason that my heart ain't for the taking. Don't get it twisted, gotta love and stuff I'm making. Yeah, she want me cause she know that budget making. My God, all the talking ain't for nothing. Yeah, she moving like a goddess, no mistake.
I have really been enjoying these caftans that I've been wearing lately. They're super light and perfect for the heat. The bedroom was tastefully decorated with a king-size bed, closet with a safe, and laundry bags, slippers, extra pillows and blankets, and umbrellas just in case it rained.
Girl, let's go and shop and fucking pay. I don't give a fuck, I just wanna see you up. So baby, let's just go and get it in. Baby, let's go. Feel like I'm trapped in the show.
The living room area came stocked with alcohol, cups, an ice bucket, items to make tea or coffee, and of course our mini fridge that was fully stocked with beer, juices, sodas, and whatever else we needed. Our room came prepped with a bottle of champagne on ice and a plate with hors d'oeuvres ready for us. Our balcony was situated right in front of the ocean, so we had a perfect view of the ocean every morning and every night. The do not disturb and housekeeping buttons were situated right by the door, so it would be super easy to let them know what services we wanted or did not want. The first evening we had dinner at Tokyo Joe's, which is kind of like a hibachi style restaurant where you pick all of your ingredients and the chef cooks it up for you and plates it.
Yo sin ti y tú sin mí no es justo. Mi amor, no sabes el dolor cuando no está contigo. Nuestro amor es divino y Dios es nuestro testigo.
It was really cool to watch them, and that heat from the fire was intense.
Yo sin ti y tú sin mí no es justo. Mi amor,
We had a choice between white rice and fried rice to go with your meal.
y Dios es nuestro testigo.
want you. Yeah, anytime my shoes. When I look up, we feeling me though. Okay, baby, I'm feeling into. My heart's feeling into. I don't wanna leave you, mommy. I don't wanna leave you, mommy. I don't wanna leave you, but I don't think I. Really wanna see you, mommy. Cause I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I am a sucker for a room with a great view, and this room had an amazing view. Today is day 2 at Sandals Montego Bay. This is the view from the room. We were supposed to be doing Appleton Estates today, but we kind of changed our mind. So we're gonna go down by the pool, relax a little bit, hang out, and just have a chill day versus a being on the road day. So that's what's on the agenda. Just some relaxation and taking in some sun.
You gon' take back my heart. Me amor. Me amor. You gon' take back my heart. Me amor. Me amor. You gon' take back my heart. I know you finna break it. That's the reason that my heart ain't for the taking. Don't get it twisted. Got the love and stuff I'm making. Yeah, she want me cause she know that budget making. My God, all the talking ain't for nothing. Yeah, she moving like a goddess, no mistake.
We met some really cool people at the pool, and they decided to take shots. Now, I'm not big on taking shots anymore, so I decided to be their videographer. They did finally convince me to take a half of a lemon drop shot. Lemon drop shot.
Who don't like it? Who don't like it?
International Super Fever 2022. At this point, I realized, yeah, I really didn't mean to do that. The lady in the white was definitely the life of the party. They were ready for the next round. Between the alcohol and the heat, we were wiped out. By the time we woke up and got dressed, we had missed dinner. We ended up stopping in the cafe. We grabbed some snacks and tea. By that time, the Mariner opened, so we went over there to grab a quick bite before bed. It's day 3. Day 3 at Sandals Montego Bay. And I'm up bright and early in the morning because we're going on an excursion today. Sounds like a lot of adventurous activity, so kind of looking forward to it. If you haven't already, please go check out the vlog that I did on the Rasta Safari experience and the Roaring River Cave. It is such a unique experience, so if you are looking for something interesting, that's off the beaten path, this video is for you. I will add the link in the description box and also add it to this video. After our excursion, we came back to the room and we had a nice hot bath waiting for us. Our butlers hooked us up, and trust me, we needed it.
I don't wanna leave you, mommy. I don't wanna leave.
So this was our final night at the resort, and I know the guy, Chris, I believe his name was, suggested that we ate at Butch's at least one of the nights that we were there. So our butlers arranged for us to have dinner at Butch's on our last night, and that's where we're heading. Guys, I got this dress from Shein a year ago, and I must say it looked amazing, if I may say so myself. I felt super cute in it. Needless to say, the umbrellas definitely came in handy because it rained on our last night there. This was the best dinner that we had while at the resort. That night I had the lobster, the mac and cheese, some spinach, and shrimp. It was delicious. And he had the lobster and steak with truffle fries. It's day 4 and my flight got delayed. So my flight was supposed to leave at 11:57 and now it's not leaving until 1:20. And we get to stay here for a little bit longer, get some breakfast, and then I'll head out to the airport at 10:15. So until then, deuces. We said bye to our beautiful views from 709 and we headed to breakfast. With the Butler level service at Sandals, you do get airport pickup and drop off in one of their BMW vehicles. So since I was flying back to Tampa, I was dropped off at the airport by the driver. As promised, here is my perspective on what the trip was like. Some of the things that I really liked about Sandals Montego Bay was definitely the butler service. With the butler service, we got a little cell phone that only had their number in it, of course. So if we needed anything, we could just give them a call. And our butlers were both super nice, and I'm so sorry that I forgot their names. Even though we did not use it as much as most people probably think you will, it was definitely beneficial because we had 2 really great butlers, and one of the things that they did for us while we were there was they made sure that when we got down to the pool that we had a cooler there with drinks. They make sure that our room's good. They make sure if we by the way, they ended up calling us because we really did not bother them that much at all during that whole stay. But just knowing that if we needed anything, we could just give them a call was definitely a good thing to have. I'm not sure if I would do the butler service again, but hey, if you can afford to do it at least once, see what it's like. Another thing that I really liked about our room category is it came with airport pickup and drop off, which of course is great for a resort, but with Sandals, if you have a certain level room, they do come and pick you up in a BMW, which doesn't hurt, and it's a nice private transfer. I did not use it on the way in because we drove in, but I decided to make sure I did it on the way out, especially since I was leaving for Tampa that day. I figured, why not? It's already paid for in my package, so I took the ride, guys. And it was great. The driver was super nice, very attentive. We had a nice little conversation, even though it's literally like a 5-minute drive. He was super nice. Another thing about the resort that I really liked was the fact that they had a variety of restaurants. Unfortunately, we didn't get to experience a lot of them. We were only there for 3 nights, and the second night we really slept through dinner. So we really only had 2 nights to really experience the restaurants, but on the 3rd night we went to 2 of them. We went to Butch's, as you saw in the video, for dinner, which was absolutely fabulous. So the second restaurant that we went to for dessert was Oleander Room, and I believe that's the one that typically serves a Jamaican menu. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it is. And we did not have dinner there. We mainly went for dessert because we had already eaten dinner at Butch's. So this was just like, let's just go check out the place and experience another restaurant, since we didn't have the opportunity to do it on the second night. But overall, our restaurant experience was pretty good. Another nice part of being at the resort was definitely our room. We had a really nice room that was right across from the ocean. It was really nice. I can't complain about anything. The bathrooms were large, as you can see in the room tour. It was a decent sized room. We had a soak-in tub out on the balcony.
And on the balcony, Booby, to me have this tongue, where you call it, balcony.
We had a soak-in tub out on the balcony facing the ocean, and it was lovely. I could not keep it together for the life of me. Now, on to my dislikes. I'm going to preface this by saying that Sandals Resorts has always been like the epitome to me of what a nice 5-star resort is supposed to be. And I've stayed at a lot of resorts over the years. I travel a lot, so I specifically seek out certain places just to check them out and see what they're like. So Sandals has always been at the top of my list when it comes to places I would like to stay. Once I booked Montego Bay, I was really excited and looking forward to the experience. I'm not sure if that was probably the best one to choose, but hey, already booked it. We already went. It is what it is. Now, the things that I think could have been improved upon was, one, our parking experience. When we first got there, it seemed like no one knew where we were supposed to park the car. We were told by several different people, oh, go talk to this person or go talk to that other person. And then we ended up waiting for a while before someone came and got us and just helped us find a place to park, which I don't think that that's good, especially for people that live here and want to go and experience Sandals. It shouldn't be that difficult to let us know where we're supposed to park our vehicle. The second thing that I was a bit let down on is the fact that their drinks were not good. Outside of the one that we got when we first went in and was waiting in the lounge, that one was good. Not gonna lie, tastes pretty good. The second, the third, the fourth, not good. It was only the fifth drink that I have in the video from Butch's that really made me, that was like a redemption for them, because I don't know if it was the fact that I was not feeling good or maybe my taste buds was off, but for some reason none of the drinks were really doing it for me on this trip. And I've stayed at 3-star, 3.5-star, 4-star resorts that their drinks were on point. So I really was expecting a bit more from Sandals when it came to what their drinks taste like. The third thing that really was a bit of a letdown for me was their night entertainment. And maybe this is not the best resort for someone my age that's looking for a little bit more fun or entertainment, because the first night it was just singing and dancing in the lobby area. Not that it was horrible or anything, it just wasn't what I was expecting. Then the second night we slept through most of the evening, and when we did go out to the lobby it was kind of dead, and at that point it was close to maybe after 10 or close to 10 o'clock. So I was a little taken aback that there was nothing else for us to do. The third night, it was more so like a karaoke night, which again, there should be something else, or maybe it was just me expecting something else. So I don't know if maybe we weren't there at the best time of the year or what the issue was, but I definitely feel like the entertainment was a bit lacking. And again, I've stayed at resorts that were way less expensive and way less ratings as far as stars, and their entertainment was actually really, really good. There was things to do. There were things that you could take in and enjoy, and for some reason it just wasn't doing it for me. So again, it could just be the time of the year that I was there, or something just wasn't clicking for me with this Sandals resort. That does not mean that I won't go to another Sandals resort. I would definitely love to do the South Coast or Ocho Rios, or actually any other Sandals, and others, the ones that are located in other countries. I would love to go and check them out and see what that experience is like, just to be able to compare and see that maybe Montego Bay was just not the best intro for me to Sandals. I don't know. And if you've been to Sandals Montego Bay and your experience was different, please drop your comment below. Let me know, what was I missing? Or if you've stayed at other Sandals and, you know, it sounds like that would be a much better one for me to go to, let me know below which one you stayed at and what your experience was like. So there was one incident that I think could have been handled much better from the beginning, but in the end it definitely was resolved, so everything made up for itself. On the day that I was leaving, my flight got delayed, so I'd set up the car for my initial flight time for them to drop me off at the airport. And again, the airport's literally like 5 minutes away. It's not far. So once my flight got delayed, I called the front desk to let them know, hey, I'm not going to be leaving at X time anymore because my flight's delayed. I need the car to be moved to the next time when my flight was scheduled to leave. And it was a bit shocking that the person basically told me that I could not reschedule the car, and that if I couldn't make the time that was originally scheduled, that I would not be able to get a car to take me to the airport. Then he mentioned that I would possibly have to pay for a taxi to drop me off at the airport. That really did not sit right with me, because it wasn't my fault that my flight was rescheduled. As a guest, I don't think it was appropriate to tell me that I needed to catch a taxi. I've spent a lot of money to stay at the resort. The least you could do is find another way to get me to the airport, especially since a pickup and a drop off is included in my package. So I definitely thought that that wasn't the best way to handle that, and I did push back on that statement and asked to either speak to someone else or find out what other alternatives there were, because that was not that was not going to happen. If I was a normal visitor on the island that did not have my own vehicle here, that would have been a very bad experience for me. They did end up calling me back. I believe he may have went and spoke to someone else to figure out what could be done. So they did end up calling me and letting me know that my car was rescheduled for the later time, but definitely wasn't a great experience to even have to go back and forth about something that I had no control over. Even if they had volunteered to put me on a Sandals bus or find me another alternative to get back to the airport outside of me paying for a taxi to get there. Just my thoughts. Let me know how you would have handled that situation if they told you you would need to catch a taxi to the airport after you've already paid for that service in your package. Overall, this has not tainted my views of Sandals itself. Of course, I'm sure every property is probably ran a little bit different based on the management and who the staff members are. So I'm not holding this experience against any of the other Sandals properties. I am more than willing and ready to go to another Sandals property at any point. So take this as just, hey, this was my experience. These are my opinions and my thoughts of the place. I would love to go back, and hopefully by the next time I go back, it's much improved. The entertainment will be better and the drinks will be better. But yeah, overall, not a bad experience, but definitely room for improvement. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on that notification bell. That way you know when I've posted my next video. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.